All right, time for our Strength in Numbers segment. Every week, Kerry and I will talk about one particular unit, maybe one team, but this week we're talking about the Green Bay Packers defense. I'm going to look at the Cold Hard Football Fact numbers and see what the numbers tell us. The Packers are 8-0. There are two main questions. Can they repeat as champions, and can they go undefeated this year? So, Kerry, when we look specifically at their numbers, let's take a look at some of their defensive ranks based on your quality stats. Now, you mentioned last year that they were 10th overall, but number one in negative pass plays. They're 21st this year in negative pass plays. It's not the same defense. I'll look at these numbers very quickly, yours, and you can go through these. Bendability, they're 4th, which is good. Defensive passer rating, they're 10th, so we're in the top half or the top third in those key numbers. Defensive real passing yards attempts, they're in the bottom half of the league, 26. Defensive hog index, they're 21st this year, where they were 10th last year. Defensive real quarterback rating, they're 13th. That's still good, but it paints a picture that right now, even though they're 8-0, their offense is really carrying this team.
It is, and it's a bit different than last year when the offense was not an elite offense through the regular season last year. One reason they went 10-6, and the defense kind of really carried them. They were number 1, number 2 in scoring, number 1 in defensive passer rating, number 1 in bendability. They were really a number 1 in forcing negative pass plays as well. Really a team built defensively to win. This year, not so much, and I think we saw a little bit of that, Butch, in that San Diego game when they gave up 38 points. And if not for 2 pick sixes by that defense, it's still a team that can make plays. It's still got talent there. If not for those 2 plays, this is a game that the defense would have lost. And I don't know. I think they're built to win a championship. I predicted them to win the title last year. Predicted them to win it again this year. I do think at this point they're clearly the best team in football, but I don't think they're built to go undefeated. I think that defense is weak enough that somebody like the Chargers almost did last week can exploit it and put up enough points.
All right, we'll go through their schedule in a second to see where they're going to lose a game, and you can tell us where that's going to happen. They do play the Giants and the Bears coming up, but I want to go back to the Chargers game and use that as an example. They scored 45 points. Aaron Rodgers had 145.8, traditional quarterback rating. Yeah. You look at your numbers, and the one that really sticks out is passer rating differential.
Yeah.
In other words, the offensive quarterback versus what the defense gets. Their difference, 127. Green Bay is number 1 in your offensive passer rating.
Yep.
Their defense is 80.15. That's a difference of 46 points. They have a 28-point difference between them offensively and the next highest rated team, Detroit. But you look at defense, there's only a 7-point difference between the top 2 defenses.
Yeah, I mean, with the way Aaron Rodgers is playing, it's just literally out of his mind. I mean, we've never seen anything like this.
He can't play any better.
He can't play any better. And that passer rating differential figure is huge. It's important. We call it the mother stat of football history, Butch. You and I have talked about this because 60% of all NFL champions since 1940, not just recently, but of all time, were number 1 or number 2 in this indicator. If you win the passing wars, if you dominate the passing lanes on both sides of the ball, you win championships. And right now, we talked about that defense is not elite right now in their pass defense, but Aaron Rodgers is so good that they're just dominating teams through the air.